Good evening and welcome back, my darlings, to Meghan and Harry Tales. Christmas, a time for carols, crackers and enough cranberry sauce to sink a battleship. It's also a time for family, those wonderfully eccentric groups we gather around us for warmth, laughter and maybe the occasional awkwardly competitive game of charades. And who, might you ask, embodies family drama better than our beloved royals? This year, the House of Windsor served up a festive feast of intrigue, with King Charles at the helm, stirring the Christmas pudding of public opinion. The air crackled with speculation. Would Prince Harry, once the cheeky chappie of the royal flock, grace the festivities with his presence? Or would he opt for a different sort of holiday cheer, thousands of miles away in the sunny embrace of California? As it turned out, dear readers, the California sun won. But Harry's absence, much like that last rogue sprout lurking beneath the gravy, spoke volumes. King Charles, ever the image of tradition, threw a curveball this year. Known for his steadfast adherence to royal customs, he surprised everyone with an unexpected twist. Amongst the usual royal revellers, a new face emerged, one that sent tongues wagging faster than a corgi chasing a dropped canapé. The royal family, known for its exclusivity, had a new guest that caught everyone off guard. Tom Parker Bowles, son of the Queen Consort, secured himself an invite to the grand Christmas gathering at Sandringham. His inclusion in such a prestigious event was both surprising and intriguing. Now, Tom's a fine chap, no doubt, but his presence at the royal table was not without its raised eyebrows. The royal family, steeped in tradition, rarely deviates from its established guest list. After all, Prince Harry, Charles's own son, was notably absent. The empty chair where Harry once sat was a stark reminder of the ongoing tensions within the family. The decision to include Tom, while understandable given his familial ties, sparked a flurry of commentary. The British tabloids had a field day, speculating on the implications of this new addition to the royal gathering. Was this a strategic move by Charles, a way to solidify family bonds in the wake of royal rifts? Or was it a subtle message to the public and the family about the evolving nature of royal traditions? Or was it simply a grandfather's desire to have all his loved ones, step relations included, gathered around him for the holidays? The festive season often brings out the desire for unity and togetherness. Whatever the reason, Tom's presence served as a glaring reminder of the vacant seat at the table usually occupied by Prince Harry. The contrast between the new and the absent was palpable. This year's Christmas gathering at Sandringham was a blend of the old and the new, a reflection of the changing dynamics within the royal family. King Charles, known for his thoughtful approach, seemed to be navigating these changes with a mix of tradition and modernity. As the family sat down to their festive meal, the presence of Tom Parker Bowles was a topic of quiet conversation. Some saw it as a positive step towards inclusivity, while others viewed it as a departure from royal norms. The absence of Prince Harry, however, was a shadow that loomed over the celebrations. His strained relationship with the family has been a source of public fascination and private heartache. In the end, King Charles's decision to include Tom Parker Bowles may well be seen as a new tradition in the making, a tradition that embraces the complexities of modern family life while still honouring the deep-rooted customs of the British monarchy. Only time will tell if this new tradition will take hold, but for now it has certainly given everyone something to talk about. The royal family's Christmas at Sandringham was, as always, a blend of history, tradition and the ever-evolving present. Royal commentator Richard Eden, a man who could sniff out a scandal in a convent, weighed in on the matter. Known for his sharp insights and often controversial takes, Eden's opinions are rarely ignored in the world of royal affairs. His words carry weight, and his observations often spark debates among royal watchers and enthusiasts alike. According to Mr. Eden, the decision to include Tom while Harry remained across the pond was, and I quote, very significant. This decision, he suggests, is not just a matter of logistics or convenience, but a deliberate choice that speaks volumes about the current state of royal relationships. Tom Parker Bowles, being the son of Queen Consort Camilla, holds a unique position within the royal family. one that is both personal and political. One imagines Mr. Eden uttering these words with a knowing raise of an eyebrow, perhaps while adjusting his monocle. His demeanour, always a mix of gravitas and subtle humour, adds a layer of intrigue to his commentary. It's as if he invites us to look beyond the surface to see the hidden messages and unspoken tensions that lie beneath the royal veneer. But significant of what, you ask? Ah, dear readers, that is the £1,000,000 Christmas cracker question. Is it a sign of shifting alliances within the royal family, or perhaps a subtle nod to the complexities of modern family dynamics? The answer, as always, is shrouded in the mystique that surrounds the House of Windsor. Some whispers in the hallowed halls of royal watching suggest that this was a deliberate move by Charles, a subtle message sent via seating chart, a way to assert his authority and perhaps to signal a new era in royal protocol. Charles, now king, is known for his thoughtful and often strategic approach to family matters. His decisions are rarely made in haste and often carry deeper meanings. Others, more forgiving souls, perhaps those who've experienced the delicate dance of blended families themselves, see it as a grandfather simply trying to create a happy Christmas for all involved. They argue that Charles, at his core, is a family man who wants to bring joy and harmony to his loved ones, especially during the festive season. This perspective paints a picture of a man who, despite his royal duties, values the simple pleasures of family gatherings. Whatever the reason, one thing is clear: the royal guest list is never simply a list. It's a meticulously crafted tapestry of relationships, allegiances, and, dare we say, a touch of good old-fashioned drama. Each name, each placement, is a thread in a larger narrative that has been woven over centuries. It's a story of power, tradition, and the ever-evolving nature of family. And as we decode this latest chapter, we are reminded that in the world of royalty, nothing is ever as simple as it seems. Prince Harry's absence, however, was the elephant in the room, or rather, the missing reindeer on the lawn. The festive season, usually a time for family gatherings and joyous celebrations, felt incomplete without him. It spoke volumes about the state of affairs within the House of Windsor, a family that has always been under the scrutiny of the public eye. A family drama played out on the world stage, where every gesture, every absence is analysed and dissected. Harry, once the mischievous prince, the one who brought a breath of fresh air to the often stuffy royal atmosphere, was now a world away, building a different life. His journey from a young boy in the palace to a man forging his own path has been nothing short of extraordinary. In California, with Meghan Markle by his side, he was carving out a new identity, far from the pomp and circumstance of his upbringing. The grandeur of royal ceremonies, the weight of tradition, and the expectations of a nation were now behind him. His absence was a poignant reminder that families, even royal ones, are not immune to disagreements, hurt feelings, and the occasional need for a bit of space. The dynamics within the royal family have always been complex, filled with both love and tension. The occasional need for a bit of space is something many can relate to, but in the royal family it takes on a different magnitude. The empty chair at Sandringham served as a symbol of the distance that had grown between Harry and certain members of his family. It was a visual representation of the emotional and physical miles that now separated them. It was a silent testament to the fact that sometimes love means letting go, allowing loved ones to forge their own paths, even if those paths lead them far from home. The decision to step back from royal duties was not an easy one, but it was a step towards personal freedom and happiness. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's journey is a reminder that every family has its own challenges, and that sometimes the best way to show love is to support each other's choices, even when they lead to unexpected places.